Jaya, I can't hear you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you. Yes. Okay. Jaya from Devghar. Devghar is your hometown?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And right now, where are you? Delhi?
No, sir, I'm in Kolkata right now. I am in
Kolkata.
my field detachment. Yes.
Oh, you are already in some job.
Yes, sir. In postal service.
In
Undergoing probation right now.
Okay, wonderful. And in Calcutta.
Yes. Yes, sir.
How long you are in Calcutta?
Sir, till 23rd of
Okay.
February.
Is okay now?
Yes, sir, it's okay now.
Okay. So how long you have been in Calcutta?
Sir, I will be in Calcutta for total 16 weeks. Uh, from
Okay.
November till 23rd of Feb.
Okay.
Yes.
And otherwise, where is your training issue?
Sir, it is in Ghaziabad.
Okay, NCR Delhi.
Yes.
Hmm. What have you studied? Let me go to that. History majors.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you are, that's what you have studied, right?
Yes, sir, history.
You're a history graduate.
Yes.
One of one of the rare species in the civil services category these days.
Yes.
Everyone is an engineer, so you
Yes.
are a refreshing change. This name Devghar has always, in me. It, I normally break it into two words, Dev and Ghar.
Yes, sir.
Does it mean something like that?
Yes, sir.
Is abode of gods or something? Tell me
Yes,
something
sir.
about, because I'm a total illiterate person on this.
Sir, you said it very right. Actually, Devghar is made of two words and it means abode of the gods. And it is
Okay,
named so
okay.
because of Badrinath Dham temple.
Okay, 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 okay. Hmm. Other than this, what else is famous about that area, that region, or the place?
Sir, it is famous for cultural tourism and religious tourism. And apart from that, it is famous for uh, being a part of Santhal Paragna region, which was traditionally a
Hmm.
part where tribals have enjoyed autonomy since centuries.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So is it adjoining West Bengal?
Yes, sir, it is adjoining Bihar and West Bengal both.
Because Santals, they are spread over that region.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, that is why it is also called the cultural capital of Jharkhand because of
Okay,
this amalgamation of cultures.
okay, wonderful, wonderful. So let me let me talk about your analyzing social issues.
Yes.
How do you pick up which issues you will end up analyzing, or what are the parameters on the basis of which you assess that this issue I must
Sir,
understand and
yes. So since I was in school, I used to see multiple issues related to, for example, tribals or issues related to women. So the issues that are at that are at a grassroots level that impact the people of the country and especially the people of the region where I belong, as I have more experience regarding that. So I used to analyze those issues. Currently, I
Hmm.
also analyze issues that I see in the news at times.
Hmm.
Yes,
Okay. So talking about tribals, hmm,
yes,
they are, in a very difficult situation as I see. Although they don't constitute as one group across
Yes,
the country, because each tribe or each region has its own uh, cultural richness and their own ways of doing things. But taking them as a group, they are having a difficult situation in the sense that their traditional ways of living, surviving, they're fast disappearing.
yes, sir.
And they are not getting an opportunity to get into the activities of the mainstream.
Yes,
Now, there are a number of reasons for this. We will not go into them. I would like to hear from you. How can you reduce this gap that they transition from traditional foothold to the modern day world is as smooth as possible? A, and B, that it does not really drastically, cut them away,
yes.
pluck them away from their roots.
Sir, there are some provisions of the Constitution
Mm,
that can be used. For
mm,
example, our Constitution points that the government should make effort to educate children in their mother tongue. If this
mm,
is implemented in tribal areas, a development
mm,
of tribal areas will occur, as well as tribal language, scripts, and tribal folk, etc., will be preserved. So we can do this to ensure inclusive development. At the same time, the produce of tribals, their traditional paintings and handicrafts, etc., can be uh, enriched further uh, by government by government encouraging them to form cooperatives and use the new initiatives like ONDC, Open Network of Digital Commerce, etc., so that they can have a livelihood and a development occurs simultaneously. It is sustainable development and inclusive development.
okay, okay. But I have my problem with that only. That the government has limitations.
Yes, sir.
It has limitations. So perhaps government may not be good enough left to itself to do this, because every government have since ages have been trying to improve the situation for not only for tribals, for every underprivileged section. But you know how things are moving. How do we make it more realistic and more trustworthy?
Sir, we can include the people of tribal sections so that they themselves work for tribal upliftment with the support of the government. For example, sir, I heard of an initiative in Jharkhand where one literate woman was tab was linked to two illiterate women, so that that literate woman could teach the two other illiterate women and solve the issue of lack of female literacy in the region. So we can have such initiatives and we can rope in cooperatives and women self-help groups so that the resource of governments are utilized in a very targeted manner and maximum results occur.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. I understand that. You were school head girl.
Yes,
How many years?
sir, for 2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
Okay. So what is it that you brought home from that experience?
Sir, I learned the idea of working with the people and making them work for the betterment of all. For example, an annual sports meet was being conducted, and we had to clean the lawn very at a very fast pace so that the installations etc. could be on time. So the children were not motivated enough, and
Hmm.
found that it requires leadership skills to be able to motivate the your fellow classmates to be able to work or issues like cleanliness, and so that the
Mm.
programs are organized on time.
Mhm.
Sir, I
Okay,
also
so
learned
ultimately,
discipline, because if unless
mm,
I am disciplined enough, I cannot motivate others to do anything.
mm. Okay, Jaya, when you are taking a group along and sort of you are leading it to some sensible purpose, you find that there are some uh, slow bloomers, the people who take time in doing whatever they want to do or they can
Yes, sir.
do. They are capable,
Yes, sir.
but they take their own sweet time. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
in the group, it is inevitable that some people will be fast movers, some others may not be as fast.
Yes,
But
yes,
the
sir.
group movement will depend on the slower ones.
Yes,
Unless they move, the group will not move.
yes,
How, as a leader, how do you make sense out of it and then make a kind of more productive, say, working environment for the group, for your
uh,
team?
yes, sir. So first of all, I try to talk to the people myself and try to make them understand the importance of doing a task, because often they feel that it is just one of the multiple tasks that they have to do. And secondly, if
Mm,
still they are not motivated, I try to incentivize them by praising the ones who are working hard, and showing them that, for example, in my school, I used to point out that the person who is most efficient will get the best student award in a class. And I used to praise
mm,
the class who used to work hard towards achieving something. So that
mm,
used to be a motivating factor for others, as they felt that they
mm,
could also be in their place.
mm, mm. You have already joined the postal service.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes.
So now, what are the choices left for you in the civil services which you have opted
Sir,
for?
sir, I have opted for Indian Administrative Services, then Indian Police Services, then IRS Customs, then Audit and Account Service, and IRS IT.
There are quite a few. Okay.
Yes.
So, how do you think, say, written counts any day better than your postal service?
So both the services are really good, but
Hmm.
I find that the promotions in audit and accounts, they are at a much faster pace than in postal service.
You have some reliable information on that?
Yes, sir. I talked to my batchmates in audit and account services, and they said that it is the only service in which promotion is at par with IAS and very timely.
Which one? The postal service?
Sir, audit and
Audit.
account service.
Audit
Yes.
and accounts, yes, I know. Audit and accounts. So I thought you were saying it other way around. Okay.
No,
Okay.
sir.
That is why you still want to say, if not IAS, at least this. This is what your objective.
Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir. But it is after IAS, IPS, and revenue
And
service. Yes.
it's sort of last choice.
Yes.
Last, no, last choice. Okay. And what attracts you to IAS, making it the first choice?
Sir, I feel that the reason why I wanted to be in a service was to ensure that uh, every person that I see around me, people who are not empowered in their lives, they have some power over themselves. For example, I even read in NFHS 5 survey that around 49% of child marriages occur in my district. And I feel, sir, that as a person of uh, as an officer in postal service, I can work towards it, but not to the extent to which I can work as an IS. So I feel that goal goal of me will be fulfilled when I can work better as an IS officer.
In my view, even IAS officer will do nothing more than implementation of the policy of the day.
Yes, sir. But I
Never
feel
done.
that still we have a larger scope of action.
Mhm. Okay, okay. And mm, what was your subject? Which part of history you liked more than the rest?
Sir, I like the freedom movement the most.
The movement. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. You know, yeah, it's an interesting and happening place, and it is closer to us
Yes.
in this sense. In time frame, it is closer to us. But uh, you have studied Indian authors, and have you studied some English authors also on that period?
Sir, largely I have studied Indian authors on that period.
Mm,
Only some references I have studied with regard to foreign authors.
mm, mm. Okay, okay. And one, there are views, uh, maybe two broad areas, broad approaches to the freedom movement. One set of people who believe that it was the people who were meticulously pursuing peacefully the goal of freedom, and they eventually attained it. And this, in this, the most prominent person being Mahatma Gandhi. On the other hand, there is a school of people who say that more aggressive people were responsible for it,
Yes.
and whether it is Subhash Bose or Bhagat Singh, and people like them. So, as a student of history, what will you say? Whether
Sir,
to
in my opinion, sir, both had their own roles and both roles were very important. But
mm,
for invoking the consciousness in of people of the country, uh,
mm,
I feel, sir, that peaceful acts will do a great deal
mm,
than more violent activities.
mm,
That is why, sir, I feel that the role of freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi and
mm,
his ideas like satyagraha
mm,
and peaceful protests, inclusion of women, inclusion of students, inclusion of farmers in
mm,
satyagrahas, they
mm,
had an immense impact, and they played a crucial role in ensuring that people are a part and the consciousness of the entire society is aroused towards freedom struggle. At the
mm,
same time, sir, I feel that the role of the leaders who were inclined towards more extremist actions, they were also responsible towards freedom struggle,
mm,
as the role of Indian National Army and Navy and Royal Air Force, etc. Uh, these people were able to change the approach of soldiers and make them more patriotic as
right. So, Jaya, we conclude the formal discussion here.
well. Okay, sir.
Now, I will leave it to you whether you have any queries, any doubts that I can clarify for you.
Sir, I wanted to ask regarding my service. Um, while I am confident in most other areas, in postal service, I feel that since I am a probationer, I lack an in-depth knowledge regarding it.
Obviously,
So,
no one expects you to know it.
yes, sir.
You will know when you join and ultimately start working there.
Yes,
If
sir.
someone asks you, you can straight away say that I hardly have any exposure.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, but I joined 2021 and 2022, and then I took EOL for a year. So
So that's what the real, when I say exposure, it is real time exposure.
yes,
On extraordinary leave, obviously you are not in the service for all
yes,
practical purposes. So don't be on the defensive on this. Say that I will get to know as I start working there. I have hardly worked there. Even as a professional, I have hardly been there.
yes,
Nothing wrong with it. Because if you pick up from here and there, you will make mistakes. Let me tell you.
yes,
Service matters are quite intricate things.
yes,
So don't pick up and borrow from gossip mongers. A lot of people will come out with this and that. Don't get into that trap. That will lead you nowhere.
yes,
Be honest and tell the board if they at all they want to discuss this. Say, sir, I have no idea right now, but I
yes,
will certainly get to know when I start learning. My first phase is going to be learning only, and I will know this. Like I am unaware of any other service also.
yes.
Hmm. So that is as simple as that.
Sir, and in mocks, I'm often asked a question that how relevant is India Post in present time? Then
Hmm.
I give them an answer that regarding the usage of mails and parcels by government and even by agencies like Amazon and Shiprocket at in the present times, then its utilization as an arm of the central government to disperse schemes and all, and as an outpost of the government in areas like left wing extremism, post offices, etc., that we are having right now. But they often counter it saying that in the present times, the relevance of mails and parcels have declined. So India Post is not that relevant in the present time in its core areas, and it is diversifying rather. So I feel that I am in a defensive when it comes to these kind of questions.
Hmm. Yeah, I appreciate that. But there is a positive sign, the positive aspect to this. I I feel that India Post is the only say courier service. I am using the word courier service because there are now private providers.
Yes,
Every end of the street you have a courier service.
yes,
So this is the cheapest and most reliable courier service.
yes,
You tell me which courier service will either send your mail or message or goods without getting to know your full details, your
yes,
phone number, your this address, your that address, whereas a postal man only needs a postal address.
yes,
You can write your name or any name. They will not ask you evidence. Here, the courier people, they will not move things unless you give them your phone number of the person on the receiving end, your own phone number. Okay.
yes,
And they make as many mistakes as India Post, if not more.
yes,
There are messed up messages and mails and parcels as you have India. Even today, even today, Jaya, of course, people have stopped writing letters. Even today, if you post a letter with the India Post, it will reach its destination for
yes, sir.
sure.
Yes, sir. I also saw that in my training. Right now,
And
also probation.
courier, there is no guarantee even after that.
Yes,
Courier services are efficient only in mega towns. In far flung areas, like you were talking about, the tribal areas of the region you come from, or even farther areas,
yes,
courier services are worse than the India Post. So it is
yes,
somehow India Post has lost the race for reasons people will know. They should have consolidated themselves. They should have seen this change coming. that from
Yes.
physical letter writing there were other things, and they left the field unattended, and that is why the couriers jumped into the urban areas. And
Yes.
look at the amount they are making, and look at the amount which post services charges.
Yes.
So there is no need to be on the defensive.
Okay.
You can always say, well, I don't represent the department right now. I am as newcomer to the postal service as anyone is, but as a consumer of postal services, as a layperson, this is what I have to say in the
Yes.
defense. It is not
Yes.
defense, it is a positive part.
Yes, sir.
Huh. So, for the cost that you incur in taking the services of India Post, no courier is going to even look at you. Hmm?
Yes.
Does it help you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what else?
Sir, I was also asked another question that why did Indian Telegraph Service, uh, why, sir, somebody told me in a mock that earlier there was an Indian Telegraph Service, right now it is not there. And
Hmm.
what is the reason that this went away? And should India Post also transform itself, or will it face a similar fate? So I do
What?
not know exactly about telegraph service.
How do you know it? You say, I don't know it.
Yes, sir.
Huh,
So I
how
was
do you know
quite
it?
young. I have no idea of that time phase.
No, even I have no idea.
Yes.
So you flatly say, sir, I'm sorry, I do not know. I will find out. If you
Yes.
want me to know, I will find out. But I do not know the background why it disappeared. And India Post also, I am a fresher. So I am approaching the department with an open mind. Before I form my own opinion, I will at least understand things, learn things.
Yes.
You can say that.
Yes, sir.
Uh, that interview panel is not a question answer discussion kind of thing. It is not interrogation.
Yes.
They don't expect you to answer everything, and lot of these mock exercises they don't understand that much. That it is not question answer forum.
Yes.
Whatever issues that panel the board will raise, the objective will be to make you talk.
Mm.
Okay. So if you do not know anything about some topic, will you talk about it? If you
Yes.
do it, you will make mistakes. So on your part, the best thing you say, sir, instead of this, we can talk about something else. Somehow I don't have very good, say, sense of this subject, and it is not held against you. But on the part of the board, they will not push you into something about which you have very little understanding. They will only be interested in discussing, in hearing from you on whatever you have comfortably to discuss. And idea is not as much what you are going to tell them. Idea is to understand why are you saying whatever you are saying. Whether you have some more than a layman's approach to things, because you are supposed to, you are expected to be above average intelligent person who will be, if selected, will be dealing with public.
Yes.
Okay, so that is a reasonable expectation.
Yes.
Any other doubt?
No, sir. No other doubt.
Hmm. So you got your call for the interview?
No, sir. My dates haven't come yet.
The dates haven't come.
Yes.
Okay, you will do well, Jaya, and good wishes. You will do
Thank you.
well. Thank you.